I have primarily come to know Deacon Tony through his ministry. Ministry in the Catholic Church is never about honors and position. It's about servant leadership. But he blends that with real capability, professionalism, competence. And when you blend together those two fields, a beautiful minister of Christ emerges.
There's something about him that will draw you to the church. One of the things that we all love is his homilies when he does preach. He's just a lovable guy.
Deacon Tony does not hesitate to roll up his sleeves, to reach out to the weakest and to the littlest in that particular community. So he is a man of service.
He's invited me into the church to where I've participated in several ministries, and he's always enriched my faith just by watching him.
He's non-judgmental, and that's the biggest thing I think I see in him, that he's willing to take in everybody's perspectives.
He has such a kindness, a natural love of life. He can make someone who's sitting in the corner of the room feel like the most important person in the room.
Just to see him interact, working with him through the gift shop and seeing how he treats all the people that come in, you just know that he is a man of faith.
He really has a shepherd's heart. He has a wonderful gift for listening and asking the right questions.
His ability to call people into service, it's one of his great leadership qualities, is he just asks you. And that's how I got into Knights of Columbus. That's how I got onto school boards. So if Tony asks you something, just say yes, and it'll be a good ride.
He was just so inspirational for me because he taught me a lot of things, how to be a better man, better Catholic, better husband, better father.
He keeps everything running, and all with a pleasant attitude.
He's not thinking of only what we need for tomorrow. He's thinking of what we might need 2 years or 5 years from now.
The remodel of St. Michael's. The church there was built in the 30s, and it needed a lot of attention. Well, one little repair ended up being a full remodel of the church. So he says, don't worry about that. You know what? Our faith will guide us through and we'll get this done. Together with him, we did fundraisers, we did raffles, whatever you can think of.
He actually renovated that mission church so that it was more beautiful for the people there.
Tony has a way with people. He listens to what their needs, and then he answers accordingly. He never assumes that he knows what they're coming in for.
And if something comes up, like a funeral or some other special request, even if it's on his day off, he's willing to do this.
I remember a couple of years ago, one of my neighbors was passing away, and they didn't even have a phone at their house. And I called Deacon Tony up and I said, look, they want you to come. And Deacon Tony did an exceptional service for them. Really, really nice, very heartfelt.
One of the things that stands out with him is when we had our first daughter. And he said at that point he knew he had to be a better person for our children.
Look at his children and they're wonderful, and it reflects on his parenting.
Being a kid, you're afraid when you get that bad grade. You're afraid when you get in trouble at school, but he always handled it with such ease, and it's okay, and let's fix it. And me being a mom, I want them to see kindness and generosity. That inspiration comes directly from my dad.
My dad made the choice to become a deacon when I was in college. That showed me that it's never too late to follow your dreams and listen to where you're truly called. And that inspired me to make a big career change and finally do what I feel that I had been called to do for so long.
I became a part of this family as a teenager. I remember feeling welcomed and guided. He inspired me to see more than just myself going through the world.
And as a grandfather, he's that fun grandfather that likes to fish and play with his grandsons.
He's got this excellent sense of a sarcastic humor, and now my 12-year-old is picking up on that. She just dives in and loves the back and forth banter that she shares with him, and I think it's a special bond that me and my dad had.
My mom was in a nursing home out in Sierra Vista. And I said, well, I've got to move her stuff. Do you know anybody who could do that for me? He himself and a friend of his, George Gomez, came out in their 2 trucks and moved all my mom's stuff back to Bisbee.
Deacon Tony, I can't think of anyone more deserving of the Cornerstone Gala than you. Today, enjoy the celebration, because maybe you'll get just a glimpse of the impact that you have had on so many, many people.
And so congratulations, Tony, and thank you for all those years of service.
Deacon Tony, you are so well deserving of this award for all you have done for St. Patrick's Church over the years.
You've touched my life. You are my heart. You are my world.
Deacon Tony, it has been my honor and privilege to call you friend these past 35 years.
Dad, you'll never know how much love I have for you. Thank you for everything you've given me and everything you've been for me.
And I also want to say thank you to you too, Mom, because I know Dad gets some of his strength from you.
This is a well-deserved honor, and it speaks volumes of the work you have accomplished here at the parish.
Deacon Tony, warmest congratulations. Thank you for being here. Thank you for serving our people of God. And thank you simply for the blessing that you are.